Your brain physically changes after just 30 days with a toxic person.
Everything you think you know about manipulation is wrong.
By the end of this video, you'll spot these 3 warning signs instantly.
Let's dive in.
Brace yourself. This is just the beginning of your awakening. A narcissist doesn't burst through the door with a "Hi, I'm manipulating you" sign. They're stealthy, almost like a mental ninja.
Instead, they start off charming, even flattering. It feels good at first.
But slowly, they plant tiny seeds of doubt in your mind, like invisible whispers.
One friend of mine, let's call her Amy, started dating a guy who seemed perfect at first. She was completely smitten.
He praised everything about her, from her smile to her jokes, and Amy felt seen and valued.
Then he subtly questioned her memories of events, making her feel confused and insecure. In one case, he'd completely contradict her memory about where they'd had lunch.
Amy told me she began doubting her own memory after just a few weeks. It felt like she was losing her grip on reality.
It was like a parasite in her thoughts. She didn't notice the invasion until her confidence cracked. Before she knew it, her self-esteem was in ruins.
This is how the invisible invasion works. Start with praise, then shift blame or rewrite history. Little by little, you begin questioning what's real.
Recap: narcissists hook you with charm, then slip in doubts to take control of your mind.
But hold on, this is just the beginning of the mind games. Next up is the gaslighting warfare.
And trust me, you'll want to see how twisted this game can get.
Have you heard of gaslighting? It's named after a 1930s movie where a husband made his wife believe she was going crazy. Sounds insane, right? It still happens in many relationships.
In real life, narcissists use this tactic relentlessly to control you. They may even mix it with flattery to make it even more confusing.
They deny reality, twist facts, and make you second-guess your sanity. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance.
For example, Sarah was sure she put her phone in her bag, but her partner insisted she must have forgotten it.
He denied ever seeing it there, and Sarah began second-guessing herself.
It escalates. They say one thing, then pretend it never happened or claim you misunderstood. After a while, they act like nothing even happened.
I had a friend who learned a painful lesson. Her boyfriend insisted he never said those cruel things, even though he had just yelled them moments ago.
She felt like she was living in a funhouse mirror of reality, twisting every image of the truth. It was impossible to trust any version of events.
Recap: gaslighting is full-blown psychological warfare, making you doubt your mind step by step.
The next trick is even sneakier. Stay tuned for Chapter 3, the thought loop trap.
Narcissists not only distort reality, they trap you in endless thought loops. It feels like mental imprisonment.
They repeat the same criticisms or questions until you can't escape them, like a broken record in your head. It's exhausting.
A college student I heard about kept replaying a fight with a narcissistic professor in her mind. The professor's harsh words haunted her dreams at night.
The professor had criticized her answer so harshly and then said it was all in her head.
Now she spent nights analyzing every word, rewinding their conversation again and again. It started to consume her every waking moment.
It's as if they set a mental loop that your brain keeps running, giving them even more power over your thoughts. You become literally trapped by your own thinking.
The more you try to break free, the more tangled the loop becomes, and your mind gets worn out. It can feel impossible to escape. Recap: the thought loop trap keeps you obsessing and doubting, making even small issues feel gigantic.
Curious for more? Get ready to meet the mirror game in the next chapter.
Narcissists are masters of mirroring. They reflect your likes, dreams, and fears back at you. They study you and pretend to be your twin.
At first it feels magical, like you found your perfect match. They seem to share your values and interests to a scary degree.
An anonymous story. Mike met a girl who loved hiking, coffee shops, and the same cheesy movies as him.
It was uncanny, and he felt connected almost instantly. He thought they were made for each other.
But later, he realized something odd. She only knew all that because she copied his profile and memories of him. That initial magic turned cold in an instant.
Mirroring builds trust. Then they can flip it. Actually, your friends are boring, or you were never good at that hobby.
It's like looking in a funhouse mirror. At first you're charmed, then suddenly the reflection distorts. Then you wake up to a nightmare.
Recap. The mirror game is when a narcissist uses your own traits back at you to lure you in and then confuse you.
Now you're seeing cracks in the mirror. It's time to break the spell and get yourself back.
By now you might feel like these tactics sound terrifying, but there's hope if you know how to fight back.
Real-life survivors show you can break free and heal your mind.
For example, one story. Someone realized the abuse when her friends pointed out inconsistencies in the stories he told her. It was an eye-opener that helped her finally break free.
When she talked to a mentor, the patterns finally made sense, and she decided to leave that relationship.
The biggest step is awareness. Understanding these tricks is the first spell to break.
Surround yourself with supportive people, set firm boundaries, and maybe talk to a counselor or therapist.
Recap. Remember, you are not crazy or weak. These tactics are designed to trick you.
You can reclaim your mind by trusting yourself again and learning to spot the warning signs early.
Breaking the spell takes time, but with each step you learn who you really are without their voice in your head. Be patient with yourself.
Stay curious and keep your head up. You are stronger than any narcissist's game. If this conversation helped you see things clearer, hit like and subscribe for more mind-saving tips.
Share this with a friend who might need it, and thanks for listening. Stay strong out there.